Well, hello, my fellow resellers. My name is Lonnie, and this is my channel, Garage Flips, just in case this is your first time here. I cover all parts of buying and selling. Mostly I buy at garage sales, hence the name Garage Flips, and mostly I sell on eBay, although I do sell some locally, Craigslist, Let Go, stuff like that. Um, Today's show is going to be somewhat about the fact that I just hit over 1,000 subscribers as of this morning, which I am so just blown away by. Very exciting, in my opinion, probably one of the bigger milestones I think you can have as a YouTuber, um, just because it kind of shows some viability to your channel, shows that you've got a little something going, good jump off point for further growth. And even at 1,000, you have enough of an audience to really get whatever message you have out there. So, very happy to have hit 1,000. It's been a lot of hard work. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of great interaction. I've met a lot of great people. And I think I've gotten a little better at doing this along the way. I went back and looked at some of my first videos, and they're pretty bad, but a lot of people still kind of dug them, and I do appreciate that. I appreciate you guys that are watching, you guys that subscribe. It's pretty awesome. So thank you very much. Uh, I wouldn't still be making videos if you guys weren't watching out there. So what I wanted to kind of give you guys a look into, and one of the things I really like about YouTube, other than creating videos and the interaction with the community, I love analytics. Google provides so many analytics. It's awesome. If you're a numbers geek, which I am, um, it's pretty interesting. So I'm going to show you guys kind of the anatomy of how my channel got to 1,000 subs and why it didn't get to 1,000 subs a lot sooner. Like, realistically, I should have probably gotten to 1,000 subs um, probably in September, October time frame. And let me show y'all of last year. Let me show y'all kind of what happened. Now, um, I started my channel right here on 5/20. That would have been May 20th of last year. And I made videos, and not a whole lot of people watched, of course, until 6/9, which really isn't that far into the whole thing. It was like maybe 3 weeks, and you'll see the first big jump in subscribers is right here. One single day, I had 68 subscribers. The next day, I had 41, and then the next day, I had 18. Up to that point, I had 33 total. So in just 3 days' time, I went from 33 total to gaining an additional 109, 127, 143, 154 in the span of about 4 days. And what happened here was, a lot of you guys probably watched this, but it's the Reseller Society show. It's hosted on Chad's channel. It's the Golden Finger Picker. And they took a few minutes near the end of the show. Um, it's three guys. It's Chad Golden Finger Picker. It's Ronnie Hart. Um, I think his channel name is Hart's Auctions or Hart's Motors or Ronnie Hart. If you search Ronnie Hart on YouTube, you'll find him. And then there's also Craigslist Hunter Pete. And I think I think all three of them picked channels that they kind of wanted to help get some exposure. And I remember Chad picked Prof Sales, who has already had a pretty good following, and since then has just blown up big time. I mean, I think he's over 6,000 subscribers now, so he's done really well. And then I don't remember who Ronnie picked that night, but I do remember that Pete, of course, gave my channel a shout out. And it was for a video he had watched that I did on negotiation that he liked. So just that one little mention, that one word, um, got me like over 150 subscribers, which was very fortunate. Only 3 weeks in, so Thank you, Pete. I really appreciate it, man. I mean, that got me off to a nice jump start. That's not everything. You have to continue to put out good product, continue to work. But that certainly gave a good good infusion of lifeblood there. And you could see that my subscriber numbers, even after that point, continued to be pretty strong. Um, you know, as opposed to right here. So that worked out really well. That little mention. So if you're a bigger YouTuber, just remember you can always help out the little guys sometimes if you see something you like. Um, okay, now this second spike, this happened on August 12th, and this was the day that I went on Nick Hill's. He's a UK reseller. It's Nick and Andrea's reselling channel now, I think it's called. If you search Nick Hills, it's Nickhills. You'll find it. A very popular UK reseller. He's got, I don't know, maybe 11, 12,000 subs now, which is pretty big. He's probably the biggest YouTuber reseller in the UK. I'm pretty sure he is. So he invited me to be on his show. I've been watching him uh, from way back. He is probably the reason that I started my own channel because I kind of wanted to be like him when I grew up. But he actually invited me to be on the show with him and Zahir Malik, which is another really good YouTuber in the UK. So this is the bump I got from that show. Got 29 the first day, 15 the next, and so you can see that's a nice little spike. Now the next day, things are rolling along really well here, right? Well, the very next day, the 13th, right here, that's when the flood happened. And I did put out a couple of videos here and there about what was going on with the flood, but for the most part, I wasn't on YouTube from about right here. We'll say, I'll say probably early September all the way through to early January, well, mid-January. I was not on YouTube producing content at all for this whole span. And you can see that as a result of that, um, subscribers fell to nothing. A lot of days I was either at zero, maybe pick up one or two, but the next day I might lose one or two. So it was basically stagnant for this, how long is that? 125, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 5 months that I wasn't on YouTube. And that's one thing about the reseller community. Um, Very engaged, very interactive. That if your subscriber base, a good percentage of them are going to watch your new videos. But if you're not putting out fresh content, you're going to fall off the charts. Fresh content, consistent content is the key in this arena for sure. Other genres of YouTube are not quite so sensitive to that, but this one is. Great great subscriber report support in this genre. And a graph of this is a graph of views, like total views, and you can see the same thing. This is, let's see, 813, and then I still got a few views because I was putting out a few videos, but then the views just fell off the cliff. So it's kind of like eBay. If you're not putting up new listings, your sales are going to fall off. YouTube, if you're not putting up new videos in this genre, views are going to fall off too. So when I came back, this is back on the subscriber view again. When I came back, it was kind of funny. For the first week that I was back, you could see this day right here, I actually lost 4 subscribers. For the first week that I was back, guys, I was actually negative subscribers, and it was kind of felt funny because I was like, well, I guess I would pick up some, but then I would lose more, and it was kind of like when I was putting the videos out, they were showing up in the feed, and people were like, I'm still subscribed to that guy, unsubscribe. So that was kind of weird. But it did start to pick up, and then you could see another bump right here. It's a little taller than the rest, and that was when, right after I came back, Nick Hills invited me back to the show again, and I guess he probably figured I could use a little boost after being gone for so long. Super cool, nice guy, and he was actually mentioning me on his show every now and then during the whole span that I was gone. So that meant a lot, and also it meant a lot that he got me back on his show. But not quite as big here as it was here because a lot of his audience, quite frankly, that wanted to subscribe to me was already subscribed to them first time. So, um, please excuse my voice. I'm having a real hard time talking. My throat is just all out of whack, and my voice is fried. I'm not really pronouncing my words correctly here either. Um, but I'm not gonna stop doing videos, not now. So yeah, I got that nice little bump, and things are rolling along just fine now, and we're at 1,002, which is just awesome. I'm so pumped, so stoked, guys. Um, I'm looking forward to the next 1,000, and thanks again to everybody that's supported me so far, everybody that's watched, everybody that's subscribed. I want to thank Seth Kneep. He was my co-host on the Seth and Lonnie show. He's doing really well too. Um, and he helped me along when the channel was new. So really excited, really pumped, and I'm gonna try and keep making great content for you guys. So take care. Bye bye. I always say that bad things happen when I go into the post office, into the lobby, and it's not always their fault. Like last night, I forgot to put in my damn pickup request. So to come pick the packages up from my house, which is the preferred way to do it. I never have any problems. Well, this morning I dropped off the packages, and I was handing them to her, and she was scanning them in. And actually, what happened before that, uh, she set them down, and I said, "Well, you gonna scan them?" She says, "Oh, I'm gonna scan them once the line goes down." So I'm thinking, all right, if you're gonna make my packages wait, I'm already here anyway. I'll just go ahead and make them wait for you to scan them. So I'm like, I said, okay, I'll just wait them while you scan them. So she kind of gave me a funny look, and went ahead and started scanning. Well, she got to this box here, and you see this? Says something about lithium ion batteries. Well, guess what? Those don't fly. And I think she could tell by the way this is packaged. This is a laptop box from the laptop I bought not too long ago. I think she could tell from the way it was packaged that this was not, probably a good chance it wasn't the actual contents. So she said, "Is there a battery in there?" I said, "Oh, no, ma'am. It's just a box I used." She said, "Well, it can't fly with this." And I said, "Okay, well, do you have," you see how big it is. I said, "Do you have a sticker, like a priority sticker or something?" She said, "I can't do that." I said, "So we can't cover it up?" She says, "No, it can't fly with that on." I said, "Ma'am, it doesn't have battery in it." And she said, "It can't fly with that." I said, "Okay, I'll tell you what, never mind, I'll go home and repack it." And I just left. But every single time that I go in to the USPS office, something happens. This one was my fault. It's on me. Because I understand why they wouldn't be able to cover it up. Because what if it turned out that there was a lithium ion battery in it? Now they have her on camera, and it caused like a plane crash. And, they have her on camera accepting a package and covering up the damn lithium ion label. I understand that liability. So that's totally on me. But it's just funny every time I go in the lobby, something happens. When I ship from home, stuff that does happen, I'll probably just never find out about it. Nobody catches it. So, hey guys, Lonnie here. Just wanted to show y'all a little something I learned. It's actually, I mean, I've known about SmartPost for a long time, and I kind of gave up on it a while back because I found the service to be a little slow. Never really had a package lost or anything like that, but I kind of forgot what the sweet spot for SmartPost was because I would always check it on the heavy packages, and it usually turned out the FedEx made more sense on the heavy packages. Well, I saw Krillin, I think Krillin 876 is the username, but Krillin mentioned using SmartPost in one of his videos, and how a lot of people overlook it. So First, I kind of wrote it off as not, probably not correct, but I decided to go ahead and check it out. And I did find, guys, that the sweet spot for SmartPost is not on the heavy packages. It's on the packages that are more like 2, 3, 4 pounders. So the smaller packages. Um, and let me show y'all a couple right here. I got two of them going out today, going out via FedEx SmartPost. And one of them is this is a Lego Monster set, and it weighs 3 pounds. And you can see FedEx SmartPost right here is $9.54. Now you can't see the address because I have it under my head here, but it is going to Oregon, which is that's a pretty good trek. It's probably 1,500 to 2,000 miles from here. So let's compare same package. And look, guys, this box is too long. It's not going to go in any kind of flat rate or any kind of regional type rate. It's too long for that long regional A box too. So let's look at the USPS offering. We're 9.54 there. Um, USPS priority mail is 14.45, so it's $5 cheaper. I know it's not really comparable service, but to me, whenever you're looking at $5 difference on a price, total price to customer on something that costs $33 plus shipping, that $5 has a pretty good chance of making or breaking the sale from happening at all. So I think it's kind of a big deal. And we can look at some other services. Here's parcel, $14.90, not a savings. I think it might have even been more expensive than the priority, right? Yeah, it was 45 cents more. And then finally, let's go back to FedEx and let's look at FedEx home delivery and see what that option looks like. 17.91. So that's way over. So in this specific case, SmartPost makes a ton of sense. Sending that package out for $9.54. The cheapest you could do it anywhere else is 14 something. So now, whenever I do offer this, I'm going to offer it as like the first option, but then I'll also offer USPS priority as the second option. If they want to pay for that, then fine, that's good. Okay, now here's another package. This I live in Louisiana, and this package is going to Cibolo, Texas. I have no idea how far away that is. Most parts of Texas are pretty cheap to ship to, except maybe when you get out towards El Paso, that's really far out west. The price can kind of start going up. But this is a 3 pound box again, same thing, Lego set, nice long box. And FedEx SmartPost is $6.01, which is pretty amazing because that is actually cheaper than sending a priority padded flat rate, which is like $6.30 now with the discount even. So that is incredible. And look at this discount we're getting here, 41%. So, oh, and look, I didn't realize this, but it does include insurance too. Maximum value fee, $42.74, which is the purchase price. So insurance is included. That's good. Delivery time is longer. It's like is this one 2 to 7 days? I think, yeah, 2 to 7 days. So, and I have seen them take on the high side of that too. It's not always going to be on the low side. But let's look. This one's close by. So let's look at USPS priority for this one. Okay, 601 to 762, $1.50 extra. So that's not a big difference. Not a big difference at all. Um, but in this case, I'm going out to FedEx anyway, and I might as well save the $1.50. Now the difference is I don't have the packing materials for free with the FedEx service, with the SmartPost service. So, and let me look at finally home delivery, 13.33, and FedEx home delivery or FedEx ground. This is where it's really poor. A poor product is on the like $2, $3, $4, $5, at least for us. These smaller packages, lighter packages. FedEx doesn't compete, but the SmartPost is a very good option. So I'm gonna start doing that. Now the drawback is you're supposed to uh, whenever you print this, it's gonna say drop it off at a FedEx drop off. You cannot drop it off, or you're not supposed to drop it off at the post office. I have seen Krillin, and I have seen a few others that say they will accept these at the post office. So I haven't tried that yet. I have so much trouble with the post office when I go there anyway, um, that I'm not sure if I want to do that. Plus, whenever I go drop off at FedEx, there's a Goodwill right across the street, so I could turn what's kind of a deadhead trip into a sourcing trip. So it's okay. I can usually make a few dollars on that route anyway. So just thought I'd share with y'all guys, just in case y'all haven't tried SmartPost before, or maybe it's been a while. These are the kind of packages I think are ideal for those. So take care, guys.